Finds the fielder with that shot.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
Two runs coming from the over. India are 249 for 5. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Randwick end. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball, smashes it away.
A good contest here at the moment, 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership between these two.
Cuts it away, but finds the man just behind point.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Borland kept it tight. Well, they'll get back for 3. Well done. But on a ground this size, you have to ask how they got 3 in the first place. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Glanced away, but finds short fine leg.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
End of the over. India are 259 for 5. Borland ready to start from the Randwick end. New ball taken. Captain will be hoping for an immediate breakthrough.
Agreed. Yeah, where the game is at the moment, any movement and bounce they can get from the new ball would be helpful. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
In the air, but looks to be finding open pasture.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
That last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear now for this innings.
Rady watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
These batters took some time to get their eye in, but they've started to look good out there now. Dug that out well. Ooh, that's hit them, and on a pacey wicket too. That'll hurt for some time.
That was just an awesome delivery. Whizzed past the batter, and the umpire says that's the first of two.
Straight to the fielder. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. Over, India are 264 for 5. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrists, wide of square leg. Could be 4.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Cuts it away, but finds the man just behind point. India absorbing the pressure well from the bowlers. Marsh back into the attack.
For Australia.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been very happy with that last shot.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. Punt. Watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Couldn't get it through the field. 4 runs added there. India are 272 for 5. Stark, left-arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack from the Randwick end.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. That is a beautiful front foot shot. No point in chasing that one.
Cummins, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Doesn't beat the infield.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Dug that out well. End of the over, 4 off it. India are 276 for 5. Marsh ready to start from the Paddington end. Lovely sound off the bat, beats the infield, maybe 4.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played. 4 runs all the way.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Nice, solid defensive shot. Quick onto that in the infield.
A lovely short ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over.
Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. End of the over, 5 off it. India are 281 for 5. Thought it had got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Finds the fielder with that shot. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Glanced away, but finds short fine leg. 4 runs added in the over. India are 285 for 5. Lyon coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Good shot, a beauty. Oh, that's great commitment by the fielder. Bit of a shaky start, but they've consolidated and are looking steady now. Immaculate timing there.
Textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers and no need for the fielders to move. Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary.
Dug that out well. Drives straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that though.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
Can't get that outside the ring field. 5 runs added in that over. India are 291 for 5. Lyon ready to start from the Paddington end. No. Terrible shot. Bowler and slip cordon very confident. Nice, solid defensive shot. They've gone up, but I'm not sure what they're appealing for. Now then, massive shout.
Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
Solid shots, going for 4.
Lovely shot. Cuts it away and nothing the fielder could do to stop that one. Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Australia managed to keep the batters quiet. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Fine edge, beautiful ball. Trying to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Gone. Oh, that's a bit unlucky.
Not a bad innings, was really starting to up the run rate, but cut short. A really important wicket to get at this stage of the match.
Coming into bat at number 8.
Edged, what a delivery. Let's see if they can get the ball up into that slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. India are 297 for 6. Jadeja with a lovely shot, overpitched, and that could be 4.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, 4 runs.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. Stark bowled well that over. Lyon ready to start from the Paddington end. Inside the line, pulled away, mid-wicket, cuts it off nicely. Big shout from the bowler.
A few gaps opening up here with the more aggressive field choice.
Good shot, a beauty. Bowler and slip cordon, very confident. Picks the gap perfectly.
That was just a wonderful shot. The delivery was fine, great line and length, but it was just put away.
Straight to the fielder. Four runs added there. India are 306 for 6. The right arm is coming on to bowl from the Randwick end. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. Nice, solid defensive shot. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. No runs coming off.
306 for 6.
Couldn't get it through the field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Glanced away, but finds short fine leg. This is a big appeal. Shot, masterful pull shot. That's going to find the boundary.
Dragged it down, nailed it off the back foot. Super batting.
Lyon with another quiet over. Been a good spell so far. Doesn't beat the infield. Well, they'll get back for 3. Well done. But on a ground this size, you have to ask how they got 3 in the first place.
A few moves made in the field.
Three more runs. India are 313 for 6. Lyon ready to start from the Paddington end. Now then, massive shout. Quick onto that in the infield. Caught, and one of the easiest catches you'll ever see. Wow, brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
New batter coming out, but will be starting at the non-striker's end.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Dug that out well.
Crowd on edge.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Where will he play the ball? They've been pacing themselves throughout. They get to the milestone. It's been a great 100.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Cummins will be happy with the work that over.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Nice, solid defensive shot. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Thought it had got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Just the one run off. India are 319 for 7. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Caught the edge. This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper. A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
End of a fine over, some very accurate bowling. Borlands. The right armour is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Can't get that outside the ring field. Dug that out well. Wow, that missed the lot. Drives straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that, though. End of the over, a maiden. Cummins, ready to start from the Randwick end. Outside edge. Trying to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Misses everything. Cuts that off well in the infield. Nice, solid defensive shot. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. End of the over, just the one off it. India are 324 for 7. Perfectly timed. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. What a delivery.
Well, a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Coming into bat, has performed well the last few matches. Will hope to continue this form for their team. Through the shot late, looked nasty.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
That's the end of the over, and nicely bowled. Lyon comes back on. Runs have slowed a bit, so they're a good option to bring on now. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over, not many coming from it.
328 for 8.
Been bowling well this innings, just needs one more to top it off with a fifer. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrists, wide of square leg. Could be 4.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
No, terrible shot. Cuts it away, but finds the man just behind point. End of the over, 2 runs added, India are 330 for 8. Lion ready to start from the Randwick end. Doesn't beat the infield. Inside the line, pulled away, mid-wicket, cuts it off nicely. Quick onto that in the infield. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Oh, that's great commitment by the fielder. Lyon bowled well that over. They've bowled beautifully so far. Deserves to pick up a 5th wicket. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. End of the over, the batter's pinned down at the moment.
331 for 8.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, 4 runs.
Lyon bowled a tidy line that over. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Paddington end.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot. Left alone and easily through to the keeper. That was just an awesome delivery. Whizzed past the batter, and the umpire says that's the first of 2.
Good running, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. 3 more runs. India are 338 for 8. Lyon ready to start from the Randwick end. Can't get that outside the ring field. What a catch, what an absolute beauty of a catch. Divine diving catch. Super catch.
Another one goes off to the pavilion. That's 9 down now. Some good bowling, finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the end.
As they take guard, they'll want to feel bat on ball early and get off the mark and settle the nerves a bit. Over completed and a wicket maiden. Superb bowling. Cuts it away, but finds the man just behind point. straight to the fielder. Misses everything. India absorbing the pressure well from the bowlers. They've bowled beautifully so far. Deserves to pick up a 5th wicket. Very good shot there. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Oh, great ball. End of another tidy over. Marsh ready to start from the Paddington end.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg, though. Poor shot, really lucky. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. Picks the gap perfectly. End of a quiet over.
341 for 9.
Lyon having a fine day out. Brilliant bowling so far, and just needs the one for a 5-for. Huge appeal from in front and behind. It's a very strong appeal here. The keeper has really gone up, as do the surrounding fielders. They seem convinced. Could be a review coming up.
Oh, this could spell trouble. I'm not hearing anything on this. This could be trouble.
Good decision by the umpire. The challenge wasn't successful. Couldn't get it through the field. What a delivery. That really doesn't feel like enough runs on this pitch. There's real pressure on the bowlers now to get some early wickets. As the openers get ready, they're only slightly behind. The bowlers will hope for an early breakthrough or two to make their modest lead seem even more daunting.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
End of the over, just the one off it. Australia are 1 for none. A big opportunity here. They've done well in recent weeks, putting up some solid scores. Should be coming in with some confidence already. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Quick onto that in the infield. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. 5 runs added in that over. Australia are 6 for none. Siraj ready to start from the Randwick end. Will need a direct hit.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Doesn't beat the infield. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Finds the fielder with that shot. Got that away nicely. Three more runs. Australia are 9 for none.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
Thick edge, no, that's racing away.
Didn't time it at all, but manages to get it away to the boundary.
I don't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. Just need to keep getting the ball in the right spots, and the reward will come.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Well batted, 4 runs off the over. Australia are 13 for none. No, terrible shot. Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over, a maiden.
13 for none.
Bumrah ready to start from the Paddington end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Does very well to quickly get across to this one.
A little bit of wobble on that ball, as it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Straight to the fielder. Times that shot to perfection. Good aggressive running, turned 2 into 3, putting pressure back onto the fielders.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Kept the batters quiet that over. So far, though, no wickets to show for the effort. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I don't think anyone will get to it. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. Caught. That's a ridiculous catch. What a catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion, a disappointing display in the end for someone with such skill. This goes down as a fail.
After subpar first knock, they want to try and push on a bit this second innings.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
Just the one run off. Australia are 17 for 1. Ready, the right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. Through the gap, great shot. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing, and the boundary was the only place it was heading.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Ready, bowled well that over. Siraj ready to start from the Randwick end.
Bit of shape on the way through. Khawaja happy just to watch it go by.
Couldn't get it through the field. Nice, solid defensive shot. Dug that out well. Khawaja with a lovely shot. Overpitched, and that could be four.
Not needed. A poor line and length. Not much effort needed to hit that to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been very happy with that last shot. Got that away nicely. End of the over. Australia are 27 for 1. Good running, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Cuts that off well in the infield. Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played. 4 runs all the way.
6 runs added in that over. Australia are 33 for 1. Bumrah back on now.
Is coming into the attack.
Cuts it away, but finds the man just behind point.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Quick onto that in the infield. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. No runs coming off. End of the session, and I've really enjoyed the cricket delivered today. I'm off for a short break and a bar of chocolate. Ready to start from the Paddington end. Nicked it. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitching it on a length is obviously the way to go. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Doesn't beat the infield. Glanced away, but fine, short, fine leg. End of the over. Batting seems to be quite tough at present. You can feel the screws slowly turning in.